Namaskar. Welcome to today's session on influencer marketing. Influencer, the word itself creates a lot of influence on others. So, yes, rightly said, an influencer is a person who creates influence on his audience. Now, when we transform or translate this term into marketing arena, we call it as influencer marketing. So, basically, what is influencer marketing? It is kind of a marketing wherein there is a person who's called influencer and he tries to endorse the product of a marketeer through his by creating influence on his audience and pushing that product in front of them. So an influencer marketing is something which is not very common, but yes, it is a very impactful tool of digital marketing. So basically there are three types of influencer marketing. One is celebrity oriented influencer marketing, wherein the marketeer or the companies work with celebrities who have a broad reach and high influence to promote their brands and product. And they are already very well known in the society, very well taken up by most of the youth audience. So they create a mark on people's mind. They are kind of brand icon for the society. That is why whatever product they endorse becomes a style statement for the followers. Second category of influencer marketing is social media, wherein the marketeer works with social media influencer who have a smaller audience, but their level of engagement is very high, and they promote the brands and product at a greater rate rather than a celebrity, because these are the people who are very famous and popular on social media, and people somehow connect a lot with these people, and they are not very big glamorous names in the society, but yes, they have a lot of influence on certain section of people who are their followers. Third category of influencer marketing is micro level influencers who are not very expensive, because they cater to a very small typical niche of audience, and they are low cost influencer, but still they have a very high impact in terms of engaging their customers and creating a trust factor amongst them. So basically there were these three types of influencer marketing. Moving forward, next, we would like to discuss the benefits of influencer marketing. So, the most important benefit of using this as a tool of digital marketing could be increasing the brand awareness. So, as we have already discussed, that influencers are the people who have great reach on their audience, who are followed by the audience. They engage a large category of people and create a lot of awareness amongst the people. Similarly, they are the ones who can create a lot of brand awareness also in case if they endorse your product. Second most important benefit is that it builds trust. So when things are not coming right from the party who's producing it, rather than there is a third party who's intervening in between and promoting your product, so that brings a lot of element of credibility about the products and services. And that is the reason why influencer marketing is entirely based on building trust. So if you are partnering with a person who's a trusted influencer on social media or on any niche, in that case, it helps in building the trust of people or the potential customers towards your brand. Third important benefit of influencer marketing could be it drives conversion, because the more the product is endorsed by an influencer, higher would be the chance of driving conversion, connecting with the followers, and recommending the products to them. And as there is a lot of trust involved in between, so people do trust the words of influencer and they buy the product. Talking about how to choose the right influencer. So basically, the entire game of influencer marketing is based on what kind of influencer you are choosing and how you are choosing. So this slide talks about four important elements and components which helps you in choosing the right influencer. The first one is audience. Definitely you need to choose an influencer whose audience set aligns with your brand image and your brand's target audience. If in case there is no alignment, then all your activities might get into vain. So you need to choose only those influencers who are already addressing to the similar set of audience that are there for your brand as well. Second aspect of choosing a right influencer would be on the basis of engagement that the influencer is able to create. So if the rate of engagement and the interested followers are quite high in number, that indicates that the influencer could create a lot of impact on your brand. Third aspect would be relevance. To ensure that influencers area of expertise is relevant to your product and service. So for example, if you are endorsing a product which is a protein powder, you would definitely be hiring an influencer who is very much into bodybuilding or into endorsing health related products or is a healthy person. So you need to align the influencer image with your product's image. Fourth and most important aspect to choose a right influencer would be authenticity. You need to choose only those people who align with your brand very well and who have an authentic content creation. Because if they copy others, that means they are just making noise, they are just making sound, and they do not contain any kind of authenticity or creativity amongst them. And people do not listen to such people for a very long time. This slide talks about some common mistake that you need to avoid while you are choosing influencer marketing as one of the tool. So one mistake which is very common could be the fake followers. There is a possibility that whatever influencer you are choosing might have created fake followers. So you need to avoid partnering with such influencers who have fake followers and the engagement metrics to inflate their influence. So they somehow try to inflate their influence on people, which actually is not true. Second mistake could be that one size fits all content. So you cannot anytime create a generic content for all influencers. Rather than you have to create tailored content for the influencers and the audience and the platform. So one size do not fit all. Third mistake that you need to avoid would be lack of disclosure. So you need to avoid partnering with those influencers who do not disclose their partnership with a product that they are endorsing. Because if they do not disclose, then there is something fishy about it. And again, the trust factor, which is the major component or the foundation pillar of influencer marketing, gets hampered. Now, how to create a successful influencer marketing campaign? So, the first and foremost step in creating this campaign is defining the goal. You need to define very crisp, clear goals that are communicated very well to the influencer, and they should be aligned with your success campaign as well. So after first step is done, that means you have already defined the goals to the influencer. The next thing that you need to get along with would be creating a creative content. So you need to create some engaging creative content that resonate well with your influencer audience, and it is able to showcase your brand or product in a genuine way, which is taken well by the relevant target people. Third step could be the call to action, CTA, wherein you try to include such call for action so that you can engage your customers to have more conversion, to be more engaged with the website, to take certain action in order to attain a goal. So using CTA becomes a very good strategy for influencer marketing. And last but not the least would be monitoring. That means assessing the success of your campaign on certain matrices. Those matrices could be not only sales and revenue, rather some other relevant factors like lifetime value of the customer, average purchase order of the customer, the how much they are responding to the CTAs, how long they are sticking to your websites, etc. Now, when you track and measure success of influencer marketing, there are certain things that you need to take care of. There are certain matrices which you need to measure, and if those matrices are falling right in place, that means your marketing campaign is really successful. So, first and foremost among them is reach. Reach is the number of people who have seen your content. So, how many people are interested in reaching out to your content? That is one of the matrices. Second could be the engagement, that how many people remain engaged with the content, how long do they visit your website, how long do they stick to the landing page. Other matrix is CTR, click through rate, which is the percentage of people who click through the website. If that is high, that means there is lot of traffic which is being diverted towards your website, and now your prime objective should be to convert that traffic into the real customers, which is also called conversion rate, which is another matrix of measuring success of influencer marketing. So conversion rate is basically the percentage of people who have completed the desired action. That means buying a particular product is the final action. So those who have completed the action are the ones who are converted, right? So based on these matrices, you can definitely check that how successful your influencer marketing program was. With that, I would like to end my session. I hope it was something meaningful for you and you were able to get a better insight about influencer marketing. Thank you so much.